When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
Out there, welcome one and all. It is I, your lovable host, L. Rod, coming to you live from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still live free or die, although they are trying very hard to change that because the federal government, as it's going right now, and even some state governments, they don't like that term, live free or die. They want you to live like a slave and die. Obamacare and the death panel. So yeah, let me put it to you frankly this way. Oh, by the way, you can call the number this evening. I think we did definitely get it fixed this time. 603-835-3224. The number here again is toll free, 603-835-3224. And frankly, I'm not exactly sure what we did to turn around that technical problem we had from last week. But I'm not a techie guru, but it appears that we got it fixed. And I'm crossing my fingers so that when I get a call, it will go through. In any case, the state government, some state governments, and the federal government, the way they're currently operating and in the current direction they're going, they don't want us to live free. They want us to live captive and then die. Now, the way things are going with Obamacare, most of us probably will not live to a ripe old age, not as old as we could. Now, all you got to do is take a look at the so-called death panels, but that's not the problem. The problem is that you're going to have procedures, life-saving procedures in many cases, are going to be denied as a regular thing because of it'll be put into regulation. In other words, they'll start putting in, if you're over the age of 70, no heart transplant. If you're over the age of, say, 75, no pacemaker, just take a pill, go home. It is going to be codified in regulation. So the vast majority of us are probably going to end up on our deathbed before our time. And if you think that's what I know I hear some people, well, geez, Rod, we should move over and let the young. You know what? That's a crock. Science tells us that the human body is actually designed to live about 120 to 140 years. And the reason, there are a number of factors that reduce that maximum age down to well below a century. And frankly, there's nothing wrong with being a viable centenarian. You have a lot to offer young people when you're that age. And you want to talk about wisdom and things that you've seen, especially in this time frame, the growth of technology and the change in society, man. That type of firsthand knowledge is irreplaceable. Now, we should definitely pay more attention to our elders. Our elders have lived a long time. They have seen a lot. They've gained some lifelong wisdom, the kind of wisdom that you only get because you live 60, 70, 80, 90 years. All that stuff it should not be wasted. And as our ability to be healthier throughout our life continues to progress, I know Americans are fat. Generally speaking, Americans are fat. We are. Now, I'm not, but generally speaking, what is it? 2/3 of Americans are overweight to obese. Overweight means you're packing on an extra 15, 20 pounds maybe to obese, which is 50 pounds or more over your supposed ideal weight. But I notice that there has been a change slowly happening among the American people about how they live, how they diet, what their diet consists of. People are starting to eat healthier. They really are, and we can see that in some restaurant chains are having trouble, continuing their skyrocketing growth that they used to have, like McDonald's, having trouble keeping that growth alive, and certain food categories in the market are having trouble achieving sustainable growth. like the candy market. I know we're on Halloween now, but this is their biggest time of the year. But the rest of the candy, they're trying to come out with all kinds of new stuff that is healthier. And some of it works, and some of it doesn't work. Some of it flies, and some of it doesn't fly. And we're seeing a lot of products hit our supermarket shelves that some people think are, they're fads or trends, but they stick around. First yogurt was supposed to be a fad or a trend of the hipsters, the granolas. Well, now you go to your grocery store, and in that area, you have got a plethora of yogurt choices. And then came along, the real Greek yogurt as an alternative to the regular Americanized yogurt. And everybody thought, well, that's that. There'll be a few of them around. It'll die out. People, no, now that's overtaking. And one of my grocery stores here, I've noticed that there are more choices of Greek yogurt than regular yogurt. So that's not a fad that's going away anytime soon. And now there's this thing called, what is it, kefir? I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's starting to take off. There are other brands, other manufacturers, if you will, name brands getting into the kefir market. And you know what's going to stick around? Does Pepsi or Coca-Cola products have a kefir? Because if they do, it's here to stay. But that's supposed to be even healthier and better for you than yogurt. So this kind of stuff is starting to slowly creep into the American psyche and American diet. And people are, if they're not, they're not going total gang-ho Jim Bunny. People are moving. They're getting, they're walking a little bit more. The whole notion of, I think the people of Walmart are no longer growing. I don't think that's a growth industry. I think the people of Walmart is going to slowly start to recede in the numbers that there are. because people want to live, a little bit healthier. They don't want to be sick all their life. A lot of people don't want to take drugs unless they absolutely have to. And that, again, if you're going to give them a drug to fix anything, because you tell them they have something wrong and you tell them they need to take the drugs, and they'll take it, but they'll try to stay away from drugs. And we're starting to see in certain